All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. All right, in today's lesson, we're going to go into how Esau, the Edomites, are not going to complete their enterprise. The Lord's going to disappoint them. Okay, yes, they are going to get it going a little, but they're not going to finish it. So this lesson, we're going to go into that, how the Lord is going to disappoint them. So they're not going to complete their NWO. First Maccabees chapter 2 verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, meaning the wicked, because right now the wicked, they're on their high horse, they're full of pride, but that's all right, because they're all gonna fall into the hands of the Lord. They're all dancing to the Lord's tune. And tomorrow he shall be not found, right? Because the Edomites, as soon as Yahushua gets here, they're going straight into slavery. And after 1,000 years of, and we're talking hardcore slavery, they're going into the hardest slavery in mankind. Okay, because they're going under in slavery underneath immortals. And with Yahushua there, remember, Yahushua hates these Edomites, and so does Yahweh, because he is returned. Because he is returned into his dust. Right, because after the Edomites serve 1,000 years of hardcore slavery because of what they did on this planet, and to the Lord's Son, Yahushua, the Most High Son, Yahweh, his son Yahushua, and the Israelites, his children, they're gonna after they serve 1,000 years slavery, they're gonna be exterminated. The Lord's gonna throw them in the pit and gonna exterminate them, because these Edomites hate the Lord. They do everything they can to disrespect the Lord. They do everything they can to get on the Lord's, to piss the Lord off. They do everything they can to whatever the Lord says, they do it opposite. So the Lord's gonna exterminate them. So they're gonna go to 1,000 years of slavery, and then after that, the Lord is gonna exterminate their whole race. So as soon as Yahushua gets here, that's it for you Edomites. So enjoy that cheeseburger, because as soon as Yahushua gets here, that's it for your red monkey ass. Because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. See that? His thought is come to nothing. Meaning what? Okay, because his thought is come to nothing, meaning their plans, their agendas, because it's going to fail. They're going to get it going a little bit, but only because it's prophecy. The Lord's going to allow them to do that. Remember, the Lord is allowing them to have the stage for a little while, but they can't get off the stage. They have to stay right there. Okay, they can't go to the bottom of the planet. They can't go to the bottom of the ocean. They can't go to. They can't pass the Van Halen belts. See? All right, so they're on restrictions because it's not their planet. First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 19. For the victory of the battle standeth not with the multitude of hosts, but strength coming from heaven. Right, because it doesn't matter, how many teams Esau has, how much militaries and embassies he has set up around the world. Okay, it doesn't matter how many executive orders they sign. They're going down. Okay, they're going to slavery, and after 1,000 years, they're going to be exterminated. And that's that. So it doesn't matter how many they got. Numbers. They got the heathen on their side. You know, they got the UN troops to back them up. That don't matter. They don't matter what the Dukes say. It don't even matter. They're going down. They're going down. They only got a small window to bring chaos, for that short time, and then the Lord's gonna cut them off. Verse 22, 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 22. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them. See that? 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 22. Wherefore the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai himself will overthrow them. See, just like he overthrew Pharaoh and his whole army, not one survived. Before our face. Okay, so the Lord's gonna overthrow them. And as for you, Israelites out there, be not afraid of them. See? Let's read that again. 1 Maccabees 3 and 22. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face, because the Lord fights our battles. Okay, the battles of the Lord's. Okay, the battles of the Lord's. All right. And these prophecies are undefeated. Why? Because the Bible reigns supreme. Simply because the Lord's in control. And as for you Israelites, the Lord's saying he's gonna overthrow them. Just relax. Remember that. The Lord and the angels are gonna throw down and capture these Edomites in their underground bunkers, their underground cities. Okay, the Lord and the angels and the 144,000 are gonna go hunt them down. And then keep their bosses, their top bosses. They're gonna be the first crops in slavery. But Yahushai and the angels are not just gonna, and the 144,000 are not just gonna put chains on them. They're gonna catch a heavenly beatdown first. Oh yeah, make them bleed, make them cry a little bit, make them beg, and then make them go to work. Kick them in the forehead. And call them a retard. Tell them hurry up and get to work. You smelly ass pedophile. And as for you, be not afraid of them. See that? So the Lord's saying, as for you, be not afraid of them. So the Lord's saying, I'm gonna get your enemies, okay, the Edomites and the heathen. But the Lord's saying, as for you Israelites out there, be not afraid of them. So don't be afraid, okay, because the Lord's our guide. This is what the Lord's telling us. He's being very clear about it. All right, let's go to the book of Job. The book of Job, chapter 20, verse 5 to verse 12. The book of Job, chapter 20. Yeah, verse 5, all the way down to the 12th verse. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, because they only have a short time to rule left, okay, because they're at their end. And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, okay, because these devils are hypocrites. But you have to understand, they're hypocrites. So the joy for a hypocrite, because they're liars, is only for a moment. Because remember, they only have a small little window left. They only have a small little time left to bring in, martial law, put some people in guillotines, and that's it, and then these elites are gonna make that chip mandatory. But that's because the Lord's, okay, the Lord came up with that. It's not up to these elites. All right, because why is it spoken about and in the book of Revelation? That was written about 2,000 years ago. See that? To show you that these are not the plans of the it's not up to the Edomites. See that? That chip of the NWO, the MARK, was already spoken about 2,000 years ago. So that's just to show you that these Edomites ain't doing their own thing. All right, because that shit was already spoken about 2,000 years ago by John the Revelator. So that's proof right there. Though his verse 6, Job chapter 20 verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaches unto the clouds. Yeah, because his excellency mount up to heavens. Yeah, because these devils, the Edomites, they're full of pride. They think, all right, they think that, oh yeah, we're gonna rule forever. That's what they think. Like in their mind, that's how they talk. They talk like, oh yeah, we're gonna rule forever. I wish somebody, no one's gonna take us down. We're gonna rule forever. Yahweh Shai and the angels, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the angels are gonna take you down in 1 hour. It tells us that in Revelation chapter 18, 3 times. And his head reacheth unto the clouds. Yeah, because they're full of pride. They think like, oh yeah, we're gods now and no one can stop us, Like that devil, Noah Harari, oh yeah, we can make God as mad as we want. Good luck, bro. We're waiting with a smile to see what the Lord does to you gutter rats. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. So like when you go to the restroom, when you flush it, that's it, it's gone. You don't think about it no more. Same thing that's gonna happen to these Edomites. So yeah, because remember, after 1,000 years of slavery, the Lord's literally gonna exterminate them. They're gonna be gone. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? See that? Because after 1,000 years of slavery, the Lord's literally gonna eliminate their whole race. They're gonna be gone forever. This is how much the Lord hates the Edomites. Because remember, the Edomites, okay, yeah, they hate the Lord, but that feeling's neutral. It goes both ways. The Lord hates you too. You say no mercy to his Israelites, that's fine, but it's no mercy to you too and to your children. It goes both ways. The angels, they're looking at you with a smile. They can't wait to destroy you. Facts. Remember, that goes both ways. Job chapter 20 verse 8. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Verse 9. That I also which saw him shall see him no more. Because you're not going to see him no more. Edomites are not going to exist no more after 1,000 years of slavery. Neither shall his place any more behold him. Because the Lord's about to bring these devils' pride down. They're about to be brought down low because they're going into slavery. His children shall seek to please the poor. Because some of the Edomites, there's some Edomites that are kind of like they're trying to please like the Israelites now, like, oh, but the Lord ain't having it, because Esau, you've done too much damage. It's over. There's no, reversing it, and oh well, poor Esau, how with his ass. He wasn't saying that when he was hanging us on hanging our people on trees, separating us, burning us, feeding our babies to alligators. So fuck Esau, straight up, And those of you that say, oh man, come on, give him a break. Well, fuck you too, straight up, If you want to join forces with Esau, you can get your ass kicked with Esau. It's that simple. It makes no difference to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the angels. You want to join that cave dweller? Well, then you're gonna get an ass whipping right with them. You guys both can feel the fire. Makes no difference to the Lord and the angels. And his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Job chapter 20 verse 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Right, because these devils tell you one thing. Okay, that word devil simply means deceiver. Okay, deceiver, false accuser. All right, so you got to get that image, when you hear that word devil, you got to get that image out of your head, like a red reptile, horns and a pitchfork waiting underneath the earth. No, that word devil, it simply means false accuser. Okay, it means a false accuser, a deceiver, because they're a liar. Because deceive means that they make you believe something that's a lie. See, they lied to the whole world. They crossed out our Lord, and you know, they lied to the whole world and said that the so-called white people are the Lord's chosen when they're not. Okay, they lied to the whole world and said that the Messiah, okay, the son of Yahweh, that his name is Jesus Christ when it's not. His name is Yahweh Shai. And they crossed out his image, the way he looks, and they made him look like an Edomite with long hair. That's false and incorrect. Yahweh Shai looks like a so-called black man, okay, with a medium-sized furrow and a beard. It's white, okay, white as snow. See that? So these devils, they have a lot to pay for. Job chapter 5, verse 12, down to the 14th verse. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay, right here, this is the point. It's very important. Job chapter 5, verse 12. This is the point right here. This is the whole reason why I went into this. I wanted to make this lesson, because they're not going to finish their NWO. The Lord's going to disappoint them. Check it out. Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of crafty. Okay, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. See that? Their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And what's their enterprise, ladies and gentlemen? It's the NWO. Okay, their enterprise is the NWO. This is what you gotta understand. All right, so I just wanted to show you this right here. Check this out. Right here in the Job 5 and 12. But look at in the NLT. Look what it says. Okay, in the NLT it says, he frustrates the plans of schemers. What's the schemers? Because it's a scam. Okay, because they're lying to you. They're deceiving you. Okay, they're making you believe that they're making you believe in a lie. Okay, Job 5 and 12. But in the NLT, check this out. The New Living Translation. Look, he frustrates the plans of schemers. Who? The Lord. So the work of their hands will not succeed. See that? Right, schemers, because they're scheming, because they're lying to the world, because the New World Order ain't for the people, and it ain't, better for the, they don't care about the people. They only care about their agenda. And the Edomites, they want their birthright back. They don't care how many people they got to kill. And right, we're going to go straight raw with it. Okay, it's going to be just like that. That way it's straight to the point. You guys can get this clear message. They don't care who they got to take out. All right, they want their birthright back. They don't care, because they already know. The top elites, you can't, they already know. They already know that the Lord's not going to forgive them. So they know that, shit, well, if we're not making it out of here, nobody's making it out of here. Because Esau, he's like a big kid, Esau's like, well, if we can't rule, nobody can. But that's why Esau's like, fuck it, I'm killing everybody. If I can't make it out of here, nobody's making it out of here. But the angels are right here, like laughing at him, like, yeah, right, The angels are right here just laughing at his goofy ass. It don't matter how mad or how red they get. It don't matter. It don't matter how mad the bosses get on the left-hand side. The angels are about to stomp out their goofy asses fast. The angels are just gonna laugh at them while beating them down with a smile. Facts. Let them get mad. Don't matter. They ain't gonna change a damn thing. Facts. Tell them to sit down and go eat some fucking curly fries. Because their red asses are going straight into slavery. After 1,000 years of slavery, their whole nation is gonna be exterminated. Job chapter 5, verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. See that? They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noon and the night. Yeah, so they meet in darkness. Why? Because they have secret societies. Okay, the shadow government, because they rule in the darkness. A lot of people don't even know who runs this world, and they don't want to be known. Why? Because they're Satanists. Okay, they have a wicked agenda. Huh? They have an evil plot. That's why. Very simple. All right, let's go to Psalm 64, verse 1 through 10. I think that's that whole chapter there. Let's see. Bear with me. The book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 1 through 10. Psalm 64, verse 1 through 10. Hear my voice, O Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. So who's the enemy? Verse 2. Hide me. This is Psalm 64 and 2. We're going to go down to the 10th verse. Hide me. This is Psalm of David, okay? Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. See, the secret counsel. Why? Because you have Illuminati, Skull and Bones. All right, when you hear us talk about the left-hand side, okay, this is who we're talking about. Okay, we're not talking about Democrats, Republicans, the American political party. Okay, we're talking about, when we say the left-hand side, okay, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about these elites. Okay, the Illuminati, Skull and Bones, CFR, okay, Operation Zypher, all of them, everybody on the left-hand side, those that are down with that, that shadow government. So when we say the left-hand side, it's talking about them, okay, the secret societies, because it really exists. It ain't no conspiracy, So that's when you hear us talk about that, because some of you that are new to this, you might be like, okay, well, here you go again talking, because it's it can happen, because there's new viewers. You might be like, okay, well, who's the left hand side? Fill me in. Okay, when we mention the left hand side, we're talking about the Illuminati, the Skull and Bones, okay, the secret societies that really run this world. The rich banking families. Okay, they run in secret. All right, so this is what we talk about, the left hand side. All right, when you hear about that, just to kind of fill you guys in, if there's any newcomers, listening wherever, if there's any agents, like let's say you just got put on the job and all right, you have to listen to certain brothers. Okay, the left hand, if you're new to this thing, all right, you have to the left hand side. When we talk about the left hand side, not talking about the Democrats and Republicans, the American political system, right? That's talking about the wicked side, the shadow government, the wicked elite that run this world, okay, which is Illuminati, Skull and Bones, those guys. All right, so that's what we're talking about when you hear us mention the left hand side. All right, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. See that? Because not everybody knows about them, because they rule in secret, but they are ruling. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, the sins. See? Because they do, they're the ones who run this earth. All right, facts. Who wet their tongue, verse Psalm 64 and 3. We're gonna go down to the 10th verse. Who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Yeah, because they're constantly, the wicked. They really have real witches and warlocks on the left hand side. Okay, and they're constantly putting spells, trying to put spells on brothers, and sisters in the faith. It's nonstop. All right, nonstop is nonstop. Verse 4, but so what? They have no power over the right hand side. Psalm 64 and 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. See that? Because they're constantly putting spells on the right hand side. So you might say, okay, well, who's the right hand side? those that really believe the God of the Bible, which is Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Okay, the Most High, his name is Yahweh. Okay, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jehovah, and who the world stubbornly and ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His correct name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, we're the followers of the God of the Bible. Okay, we're on the right hand side. See that? So that's the left hand side is, those that worship Satan and Baphomet, because these secret societies, Skull and Bones, once again, Illuminati and all them, they worship Satan and Baphomet. Okay, they also worship Molech and Baal, but mainly it's Baphomet and Satan. Okay, that's the left hand side. Us on the right hand side, we worship Yahweh Shai, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, the God of the Bible. Like we really believe in the God of the Bible. Just so those of you that are new out there, because it may happen. You might have some new viewers out there. Just so you guys are just, we just fill you in. You guys know. Okay, all right. Fill me in. What are you talking about? This is what we're talking about. All right. Psalm 64 and 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. See, because they're constantly trying to put spells on the right hand side, the left hand side, because they really have real witches and warlocks, real wizards out there. Remember that. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not, because they're constantly doing it. Constantly. They encourage themselves in an even matter. Yeah, so they're pumping themselves up like, yeah, man, let's take them down. Let's take them down. But they're going to catch a beat down. Because something that you new viewers got to know out there, the left-hand side is weaker than the right-hand side. They do have power, but they're weaker than the right-hand side because Satan lost to Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Shai conquered Satan. Facts. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? See that? So they're constantly trying to, get the men of the Lord in trouble. They're constantly trying to frame them. They're constantly putting spells on the men and women of the Lord. Constantly. Remember, this is where they got the agents. They got the clones out there because they got different teams assigned to different brothers. They'll have a whole team assigned just on one brother. This is how nervous the left-hand side are. Okay? Facts. And that's another golden token. That's a fact, a concrete proof, because if Satan beat Yahweh Shai, the men of the Lord would be easy. They wouldn't need a whole team just to watch them, just to have them on 24-hour watch. Why do you need a whole team to watch one brother on 24-hour watch? All kinds of teams. Why? Because the right-hand side is much stronger. That's why. Facts. Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. See, because they get together. There's teams out here. They commune of laying snares. See that? Because they're always trying to, hurt the man of the Lord, get the man of the Lord locked up. They're constantly trying to do stuff. They say, who shall see them? See that? But the angels are right there. Like, look at these idiots. Facts. They searched out iniquities. They accomplished a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. See? Verse 7, check this out. Psalm 64 and 7. But the Most High shall shoot at them with the arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Because the Lord's going to expose them, like boom. Because the Lord knows what they're doing. The Lord's just staying quiet right now. Okay, because they're going to fall into the Lord's hands. Because remember, when they make their move, the angels are going to make their... Yahweh Shai is going to make his move. And he's going to activate the 144,000, the angels. So they're falling right into the Lord's hands. Right into the Lord's trap. Remember, the faster they move, the faster they build that case, the faster they're going to get their ass whooped. It's that simple. By the Lord and the angels. Facts. So they're falling right into the Lord's hand. Just like the Pharaoh. How did the Pharaoh get taken out and his whole army? They came in head first. This is why the Lord's having all these teams build their cases on the men of the Lord. Because when they finally roll, they're coming in head first. And the Lord's going to counter them. just like he did a Pharaoh and his whole army. Remember that. Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. Yeah, because sometimes these devils, they slip up on accident, Like that one politician, he said, oh yeah, when we made those fires, because yeah, the left-hand side started those California fires with their lasers from space, because they want to set up their smart cities in the Los Angeles area. See that? And yet the people still think that, oh yeah, these elites, they're righteous, they're not wicked, you know what I'm saying? And they don't even know that, these elites started that fire, those California fires. Look at that. All those people lost their houses and all that. That was all the left-hand side. They started that with their lasers from space. Fact. And yet the people still trust them. Like, yeah, we're still going to trust in a new world order. And yet they're over here killing people and destroying neighborhoods. See? But that's why these elites got the majority of the world by the balls. Why? Because they got the people's trust. Remember that. So they can say whatever and people are going to believe them. They're not even going to question them. See that? But that's fine, because that's only going to lead to their destruction. Those are the hopeful elect. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. We know how Esau gets down. We're like, hell with his ass. We know. We know how he gets down. See? Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. Because, yeah, sometimes these devils, like, they slip up on accident, Because Trump, he told somebody right there at his inauguration, oh, yeah, I'm not a Christian, But he's saying that, because he's not, he's a high-level Satanist, okay? He's saying right now that they're going to protect all Christians. It's a scam, okay? They're coming for Christians. They're just pacifying you right now to get the people comfortable. So when they rock you back to sleep, they can devour you. Because remember, that's how these elites get down. Same thing what happened with those jabs. They came up to you with smiles like, hey, come take the juicy juice. It will help you with that with that pandemic. What do people get instead? Nanotech inside their body, Hydra cells. See? Because that's how the so-called white man gets down. He's not going to tell you that he hates you. He's going to come up to you with a smile, but really he's trying to destroy you. But that's how they get down, because they're the wicked. See? All that see them shall flee away. Psalm 64 and 9. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, Yahweh. For they shall wisely consider his doing. Yeah, because once this world sees what the Lord does to these Edomites and heathens, people are going to know, like, yup, there is a God. Because remember, the Lord is only allowing these devils to build up their tab for a little while. The Lord hasn't hit them yet. So when the Lord starts to strike them, people are going to know, like, damn, there is a God. Like, yup. Psalm 64 and 9. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High. They shall wisely consider his doings. Right. Because once the Lord unleashes judgments on Esau, on these Edomites and heathens, they're going to be terrible deaths. Gruesome deaths. Remember, they're going to get taken out painfully, brutally. So much that it's going to make people will cry. It's going to be that bad. So people are going to be like, yup, like, there is a God. Because remember, the Lord's going to take them out horribly. The Lord's not just going to just take them out. The Lord's going to take them out painfully. Very bad. Psalm 64 and 10. The righteous shall be glad. Yeah, because we were waiting for that. We're rejoicing. We can't wait because we know the Lord's about to beat down these Edomites. So that's why we're already rejoicing, because we already know. We can already see it. We can already feel it. We're like, hell yeah. We know it's coming. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord. So yeah, once we see the Lord destroy America, Israel, and and go get these elites from their underground cities, we're gonna rejoice like, heck yeah, finally, and shall trust in him and all the upright in heart shall glory. Yeah, so we can't wait for the Lord to capture these Edomites. You know, we're gonna be like, hell yeah, finally, get them, Lord. You know, get them, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're gonna be cheering the Lord on. You know, like hell yeah, get them. The Book of Psalms, chapter 7. Remember, because they're on the planet Earth, they can't leave. You know, you got these elites hiding all over the place. You got some hiding in China. You got some hiding underneath the ground. You got some hiding in the UK. All right. They come and visit America here and there, but not often. All right. But they're here on the planet Earth. Is what you got to understand. Esau E, he's here. Okay. And the Lord knows where you clowns are at. Remember that. You know, just because these communities and the majority of people might not know where they're at, the Lord and the angels, this is the Lord's planet. You think you're going to hide from the Lord? The Lord can see through the planet like Scotch tape. And here these dumbass elites think that, oh yeah, the Lord can't find us. You're fucking retarded. Excuse my Italian. This is why we call the wicked retarded. You know, we're not just calling them names. No, they literally are retarded. They're retards. Psalms chapter 17, verse 9 and 13. Okay, Psalms chapter 17, verse 9 down to the 13th verse. From the wicked that oppress me. See, because the wicked are oppressing the Israelites. From my deadly enemies. See, who compass me about. Because, yeah, they're surrounding the elect. But that's all right. The Lord and the angels are surrounding them. So that's all right. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us and our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Verse 13, arise, O Lord. Here's one of another main points I wanted to get. Listen up, this is very important. Pay attention. Psalms 17 and 13. Arise. Okay, arise, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. See that? So the Lord is saying, arise, okay, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, because Esau is the sword of the Lord, but on the left-hand side. Okay, but he's just a sword. Who's swinging it? The Lord is. So the Lord can definitely protect you from them because the Lord is controlling them. See, they're just a sword. Okay, yeah, but who's controlling them? The Lord. So once you know that, you know, Lord willing, it will, kind of like release a little bit of weight off your shoulders, you know? Because, yeah, Esau is the sword of the Lord, but he's just a sword. A sword can't move by itself. A sword can't swing himself. Okay, but who's swinging it? The Lord is. So the Lord controls these devils. Remember, Yahweh controls both the right-hand side and the left-hand side. So if the Lord is swinging it, of course, he can protect you from them because the Lord is controlling them. So that's it on today's lesson. You know, on, Esau would not complete his enterprise. So with that, stay prayed up. Keep the faith. On your feet, soldier. Shalom.